Sometimes the most powerful transmissions begin as stories. Imagine your mind as a constellation, neurons flashing like stars, each one carrying a message from something bigger than thought. When you pause long enough to notice the sparkle, information starts connecting itself. That's channeling in the simplest form. Awareness organized by curiosity. People once thought radio waves were magic too. Now they're science. Channeling is the same transition. Mystery becomes method. When you listen with your whole nervous system, intuition is simply data that your logic hasn't translated yet. So right now, as you hear these words, perhaps part of you begins wondering how many signals you've already been picking up on without realizing. Every coincidence, every "I was just thinking of you," every dream that solved a problem, that's the field saying, "Hey, you're online." Two researchers spent years trying to prove consciousness. One dissected brains, the other watched sunsets. Both were right, but only one remembered to breathe. Channeling happens in the breath, between analysis and awe. So whenever you take the next deep inhale, you might do that now, just to test it. Imagine air carrying the same molecules that once lived inside stars, trees, lovers, ancestors. Exhale. Notice how connected everything already is. You didn't earn that connection. You're made of it. Why does it matter? When you tune yourself to higher clarity, creativity multiplies. Decisions feel lighter, conversations flow. You stop forcing and start following, which paradoxically makes you far more effective. Ignore it and life tightens. Missed hunches, repeated lessons, endless reruns of why does this keep happening. Respond to it, and doors you didn't know existed open, often disguised as coincidences. So zoom out for a second. Every personal awakening ripples through the species. When you raise your own frequency, call it mindset, call it heart coherence, you contribute to a global neural network of clarity, the Great Awakening. It isn't a headline event, it's billions of micro moments of humans remembering to trust their inner signal. So maybe you picture yourself 6 months from now, making decisions from that place. What projects are born? What relationships heal? Who benefits because you stop doubting your own downloads? That's future pacing through vision rather than trance. Ask simple questions. What does my soul want me to know right now? Then write without editing. The hand often knows before the head does. Notice signals, numbers, songs, feathers, random compliments. They're pattern recognition, training your awareness to widen. Trust emotional texture. If an idea brings peace, it's probably aligned. If it contracts, investigate, but don't judge. Read while you write aloud. Hearing your own wisdom in your own voice. It wires belief through auditory circuits. Science calls it reinforcement. Mystics call it embodiment. You're not a fisherman chasing boats of meaning. You're a lighthouse. You don't have to move, just shine. Boats find you when you stand in your beam. That's the physics of resonance. What you broadcast determines what reaches your shore. Follow this path and curiosity replaces fear. You start acting faster on inspiration. People around you notice calmness that feels contagious. Opportunities that used to require grinding appear as if magnetized. Neglected, you'll still evolve, just more slowly. Life will whisper through discomfort until you remember to listen. So maybe a slightly amused voice inside says, "Could it really be that easy?" And another replies, "Of course not, it's easier." Because channeling isn't work, it's removal of static. Every release of self-doubt widens bandwidth. Every laugh raises voltage. Play is spiritual hygiene. Electrons don't judge current, they flow. Your brain is billions of them. Meditation, breathwork, gratitude all simply change the electrical environment, so communication between hemispheres becomes coherence instead of conflict. Call that neurotheology. Call it prayer. Both are accurate. So as you imagine finishing this, perhaps some part of you begins to wonder how naturally you'll notice signals tomorrow. How a stray lyric might answer a question. How a flash of calm might arrive before you act. That curiosity itself is the practice. Because you don't do channeling. You remember you are a channel. And every time you remember, the universe whispers, "Welcome home."